engine question. Kenneth?
Hey. Yeah, I'm so glad. Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
sure.
Go ahead.
I'm so glad that Lynn is on the program. I have invented a new diesel engine. I've been working on the project about 6 years, invested quite a sum of money to date. We're ready to begin limited production. It's an absolute game changer. We have videos on our website where you can see the engine run and see what the unique qualities are of our product, and this is really going to change the market. We'd like to enter the marine market with it initially because the market is smaller and the margins are much better. The fifth-year production EBITDA exceeds $40 million.
What's your question for Lynn? You want money?
Yes, ma'am. I want money. We need about a $50 million commitment to take this forward. It can be tranched in $10 million increments. We have a $3 million commitment for a building. The person will take equity in the company to put the building in the deal. We need operating capital and money to build inventory mainly.
Do you have any orders yet?
We have commitments from people, yes, and we have interest from all over the world for the product. Iceland and Australia and the UK and Denmark and Sweden, everywhere. We have 3 patents that have been issued. We have other patents that are pending.
All right. When you say interest, I mean, $50 million is a lot of money. Someone has to believe that money's going to come back. So, I mean, you have prototypes out? Have people said they want to buy it? Will they give you commitments for orders? I mean, ultimately, you know, inventing a product to getting it to market to getting, you know, playing in the big leagues, you have to have orders. $50 million is a tremendous amount of money.
Hey, Kenneth, we got to get his email. Sorry, Lynn. We've got to get his website address. He never gave us his website address.
Well,
so tell Kenneth, you're listening. We lost a call. Call back, give us the address, or you can tweet us at FB and Your Money. Go ahead, Lynn. Sorry.
No, I mean, you know, I'd love to understand the difference between his engine and other engines, because truthfully, it may be a great game changer. But ultimately, to get someone to invest $50 million, you've got to have orders. You've got to have someone who really wants to buy. Or the best thing is to go to someone who makes engines and find a joint venture partner. Just the way Paige had someone who incubated her business, the best thing is to bring your product into someone else's business and either get them to buy a piece of it and take you through it. But because to get a building, to get new factories, to get, you know, to buy all the product, to get it to market, that's a tremendous amount of money, and it's a tremendous venture. So I would go, if I had a game changer, to the maker of diesel engines and to show them my product and try to get them to buy a piece of that product and hold on to your product but finance it through, because to build factories and to do all that it takes, $50 million of cost, to get back that $50 million, you've really got to be a multi-hundred-million-dollar revenue company.
Right.
That's a tough journey.
But Kenneth, call us or email us yourmoney@foxbusiness.com with your information. I want the name of the address because I'm an engine nut and I love diesel, so I want to see this engine. Now I'm dying to know
we could at least put it up or show it. So get in touch with us. All right, as we go to commercial, we got to give a shout out to our radio listeners on Sirius 145 and XM 168. Thanks for listening. And if you miss us, you could always check us out on Hulu.com.
That's right. We still have more time for your questions. Plus, True or False is coming up, and it's about jeans.
I forgot.
You forgot. It's about jeans. Tracy has taken the quiz. 877-249-9626, or email us yourmoney@foxbusiness.com. You can call and ask Lynn for money. She'll listen. She might not give it to you, but she's here for you. What did you just say to me, Tracy Burns?
Stop talking about diesel engines. Well, I don't know what you're talking about.
No, you said I wasn't normal.
No, I said that's not normal because you're like, I'm dying to know about the engine.
So Kenneth, email us.
Because she's dying to know.
Or email me. I'm serious. Diesel is the future.
We're going to Kansas. We're not in Kansas anymore. On the phone is Kathy from Kansas. Hey, Kathy, what's your question?
Hey, thanks for taking my call. I want to start a clothing boutique for middle-aged to older women, but I don't know how to get started in that. I guess I need information on what available resources are out there for business advice on how to start a woman's clothing boutique, and about the vendors and information on how hard would it be to buy from vendors when you're a mom-and-pop shop.
Kathy, you don't make anything, right? You just want to be a store that sells products, so you're not going to make any of these clothes.
And I'll tell you why. I worked in corporate America for 27 years. I just turned 55, and we had owned, talking about beer, we owned a liquor store. And I went from corporate America to a mom-and-pop shop and learned how about the retail business. And we sold that business. And for some reason, I have a stir in my heart, and I watched Dave Ramsey, and he says, always go with your, strong heart feeling of what your calling is. And I feel like that is, because it's just the way people have approached me about, would you go shopping with me and pick out my clothes for me? I mean, over and over and over again. I just have a knack to pick out clothes for people. And I've had people walk up to me, have you been a model? And I'm like, no. I worked in corporate America for years.
But let's see if we can get you some help. Go ahead, Jen. You want to start?
Well, the first thing you want to do is talk to people who have done it before. Joining an organization like Ladies Who Launch can be really a great relationship builder to meet with other people who have storefronts, to find out from them what they have learned on their journey. Working with vendors is really pretty easy because the vendors need you. When I launched my handbag company, the first thing I did was work with boutiques. The boutiques are what helped launch and really birth my company. So they want to work with you. You can work out different payment arrangements, whether it's 30-day, net 30 or 60 or consignment. You can work out different arrangements with the vendors because they're trying to grow their companies as well. So you want to really start your first steps in speaking with the people who have done it before, and then also surrounding yourself by other entrepreneurial women to support your venture. And that is so important, that you really need to surround yourself by the people that are going to give you information, that are going to share their resources, and also share that positive mindset that's going to get you to get this off the ground.
And I would just add, too, and I think that's all great advice, and you need to go talk to other people who have done it. I forget, what city are you in again?
Well,
Kansas.
I live
It's in the Kansas area?
City.
Yeah.
Kansas City area, but we're far enough south that we're not. It's not going to be in a metro area.
Yeah. Well, there's probably, the Small Business Administration has small business development centers in a lot of towns across the U.S. They're often on university campuses, so check there. And also there is an affiliate of the SBA called SCORE, which is usually retired executives who can give you advice about how to start a company. So those are two places to check
Lynn,
as well.
I can look at you and know what you're thinking. I'm sitting here looking at Lynn, and I know what you're thinking. It's the location, isn't it?
Yeah, I would do a virtual mall, I mean, a virtual shop. I'm going to go a little bit far out there and think that I think the future is direct to consumer. And I think that being in Kansas, maybe the thing you would like to do is really do something that's a virtual shop. Do it on a web page, maybe get an infomercial together, but try to, you have a very target audience, and if you're in just a small town, it may be difficult for you to get the volume you need, but I would say get certain specific products, don't go too wide, cater to your audience, and then use some of the, if you're going for middle-aged women, use some of the, connections. What is it, ARP? AARP? See, I'm probably ready for it now. I don't even know what it's called. But use, a target audience, middle-aged, connect to those sites. But I would go virtual, and I'd keep your product line small for right now, and make sure it hits so that you don't put too much money in.
Right, and
but watch your investment.
Paige, let's send this out to you. How did